This is our first possum for the day, and I just came across this. It's a doe, female, and when I came over it was still breathing. It's 20 to 10 in the morning. This is just an issue that does happen with regard to these poisons. The mum dies and then the little joey's left in the pouch, and as you can see the joey's still alive. This is another possum that's 12:15. This one's got rigor mortis, whereas the one this morning earlier around 10 o'clock or 9:45 was still warm and just died. He's almost quite cute, this little fella. Look at him, look pretty, isn't he? Come on, little fella, look at you. It's not really ideal, is it, to kill them like this? I think I'm going to call you Nick Smith. How about that? It's got a ring to it. Come on. All of the female possums found the day after the drop had live joeys in their pouches. Vets suggest that there will be poison in the mother's milk, but it may be diluted, and a lethal dose of poison may not be consumed by the time the mother dies. Around 2 million kilograms of 1080 poison bait is spread by helicopters across New Zealand's forests and waterways every year. Enough poison to kill over 60 million people every year. The factory that imports 1080 poison and manufactures the baits is a state-owned enterprise. The two acting shareholders are the Minister of Finance and the Minister of Primary Industries. Its warning label states that a lethal dose of bait for an adult human could be as little as 30 grams. That's equivalent to just 2.5 of these 12-gram baits. Animals like deer and pigs can consume many more baits than is required to kill them, making their dead bodies massive toxic baits for any bird, animal or person that eats them. The latency period, which is how long it takes the victim to feel the effects of the poison, can be as long as 29 hours, meaning a live animal could be harvested for food while containing a fatal dose of poison. The symptoms of 1080 poisoning include vomiting, stomach pains, muscular twitching, blurred vision, mental confusion, followed by coma and convulsions. 1080 poison bait is aerially spread across large areas of New Zealand's forests and waterways to kill possums and rats. However, the toxic baits also kill thousands of pigs and deer annually, and poisoned animals can suffer for many hours before they die. Many species of native birds, bats and insects also consume the poisonous food. The poisoned insects and animals can then become toxic meals for unsuspecting native wildlife, and official information shows that kiwi and kea are dying in high numbers in poisoned forests. 1080 poison baits are dropped directly into all waterways at the same rate as the land areas around them in most aerial operations. Aquatic life, such as freshwater crayfish, quickly consume the bait and pass the deadly toxin onto other unsuspecting birds, animals and fish that eat them. The manufacturer's warning label states, "Take measures to minimise the chance of baits accidentally entering any body of water and harmful to aquatic organisms." However, no attempt is made to avoid waterways. The official toxin distribution charts show that almost all of the forest streams are poisoned at the same rate as the land areas around them. Research presented at the Environmental Risk Management Authority review of 1080 poison use, undertaken in 2007, stated that it identified three main scenarios that may give rise to meat containing 1080 residues. Farm animals may accidentally get access to 1080. Feral animals taken by hunters may have been poisoned or sublethally poisoned. In other research, it is stated that numerous cases of suspect accidental poisoning of livestock with 1080 occur in New Zealand every year. Extensive independent information about 1080 poison use in New Zealand can be found on the 1080science.co.nz website, and an extensive presentation of film footage of aerial poison operations and documentation can be found on tv-wild.com.